Okay, good afternoon, everybody. So let us start our class. So we will uh, let us see our schedule. So we are on this week, right? Week 9. Okay, so on this week we will cover stack and QE. Okay, stacks and QEs, and then you see that we have covered more than about 60% of this course. So after this week we will cover almost 75% of this course. And you see that you have your upcoming test 3 will be on 20th of this month, okay? Yeah, for the test 3 you will be from week 6 to 9. So reference parameter, okay, recursion, linked list, and stack and QE. Okay, so although we discussed that reference parameter is mostly for C#, okay, but if you are taking a Java lab, you have to learn this. There will be some questions in your upcoming test and your final from reference parameter. So if you say that I am taking Java lab, that will not be a cause. Okay, you have to learn this, and then we discuss thoroughly with C# program. And another, there is a good advantage of this course that you are learning two languages in this course, right? At least two languages, and you are you are going to be master of one language at least, that you are taking lab. And then I like you to, in the summer, do some practice, the same assignment. If you are taking Java in this semester, so spend some time in summer at your off during your semester break time, that do practice of the same program with C#. And then, or vice versa, if you are taking C# lab here, do some practice with the same program in Java in the summer. So then, by this semester, you will be learning two languages, right? Ultimately, by the time you graduate with your undergraduate degree, you have to learn at least 4 or 5 languages. So, two languages, these are the best two languages, Java and C#. If you understand Java and C# pretty well, then learning other languages will be easy for you. Sometimes you see that you can learn a language in a month, or even in less than a month, 2 weeks, or even a week. Because 80% things are same, 80% rules are same. There are some new or exceptional rules. Like there is a new language, Kotlin. Kotlin is a new language like Java, and it's combination of Java and Python. You can learn it quickly. Okay, so what else? So linked list. So we have covered linked list. Okay, so we discussed that there are two kinds of linked list. One is singly linked list and another is doubly linked list, right? So what is a singly linked list? A singly linked list that every node knows only one side. Every node has only one hand. For a singly linked list, every node has only one hand, by which the node knows who is next to it. Okay, so for instance, we are sitting in this row. Let us make a singly linked list. Okay, now everybody open your left hand. So I'm linking with him, and no, only left hand. Everybody, can you please come here? Yeah, so let us make a linked list, singly linked list on your row. Everybody, let us make a singly linked list on your row. Everybody, yeah, please, yeah. Let us spend a minute. Yeah, everybody please make a single linked list. The way is single linked list, okay, keep your one hand tight, right hand tight, and only open your left hand, and this way you will be linking, you will be connecting with the next node by only one hand, on one side, right? So then if I want to know who is the end, okay, but one thing that linked list, every node knows who is the head. Okay, so who is the head? Head is the starting point. Who will come to the linked list at the beginning? Okay, so for this one, if I consider that, okay, the person who has, what is your name with hat?
Don.
Huh?
Don.
Don?
Yeah.
Okay, Don, let us think that Don is the head. Let us think that this is the community of row houses, some row houses, okay, and Don is the first comer in this community, right? So everybody, when we purchase or rent a house in this community, eventually we will be given the name of Don. Don is our community head. Okay, then if he when he comes here, he will ask Don, hey Don, I am a newcomer in this community, where is my position? So Don will tell me that Don has only one side, right? Okay, come to my next side. For instance, hey, what is your name? Isham. Okay, so Isham is the second person. Okay, then we think that there are two ways to insert, right? One is called prepend, and another is called append, right? What is the difference between the prepend and the append mode? Prepend. In case of prepend, the head will be changed. So if, what is your name? If Aaron comes as enters in this community as a prepend mode, okay, then Aaron will be the head, okay, and the previous head will lose his position, head position, okay, you understand? And all of the members in this node, in this linked list, will be informed that, hey, we got a new head. So everybody will forget his name was his name? Don. Everybody will forget Don, and everybody will consider Aaron as a new head. This is some exceptional policy, but interesting, right? And then lastly, if I come in this community as a prepend mode, then I will come at the beginning, and then I will be again head, and then everybody again will be informed that, hey, we got a new head. Okay, even maybe in this world there are some communities like this, right? Tribes, people like living in this way, right? In this fashion. Yeah, maybe there are some communities, maybe there are some housing associations. They work this way. When there is a new housing leader, then everybody got informed by letter or email that, hey, we got a new leader, right? So then we discussed that what is the what is the main component of a linked list? That is a node, right? A node, okay, what does a node contain? A node contains two things. One is data and another is node itself. This node will contain what? Address of the next node. That's it. So this is a recursive call, right? This is a recursive call. And then if you understand this, and then these are the like something, for instance, this is a constructor. Why are you using this constructor? Just I have two type of data. So for inserting two data for every node, I am using a constructor with two arguments. So if I have only one data, like ID, then I don't need this part, right? If I have a node contain only ID, then it does not need string name. Okay, so a node can contain any kind of data. So in this program we discuss with an integer type data and a string type data, right? So if you have understood this, then easy, you can add any other kind. Now, are you able to add a new kind of data? New kind of data field in this node? Yes, right? So if I want to a new kind of data field, for instance, let us please pass my attendance check to the next people. If I want to add in another new kind, for instance, integer string ID name, for instance, let us do at float. Wait or okay, wait. Then what do I need to do? If I want to enter data here, then I need to another wait variable, right? So then float, for instance, we can say float wait over here, and then we will say what? This dot wait equal to wait, right? Do you remember that? Why do we use this operator? Why do we use this? Okay, who are not sure, why do we use this? Is there anybody that do not understand clearly why do we use this? Anybody here? We use this if we have a same name of this field name and this local variable, right? Argument name, same, right? For instance, if I say float wait over here, W only, then this is optional. I can use this, or even I can say W. Wait is equal to W. It will work. Okay. So my program has some errors. Like, what are the errors for this? I know that this error is for that we have to name put another over here, right? Name like float W, and then we have to put wait over here, and then same thing we have to put here, right? Because our constructor contains three so then our constructor contains three arguments, so we need three. I'm sorry, we need three. What else? And one more. Okay, so then we need to put wait, right? Okay, so let us put Michael's weight, for instance, 120.5 pound. Okay, then F. Okay, 100 maybe 20, and then 0, and then I'm not sure what is your frequency. our prepend method needs to be fixed. Oh, I need to put float. Yeah, type. Then what is the error for? Can anybody recall what is the error for this line number 385? Yes, we need to put an if this is a float number, right? Okay, that's good. Okay, for instance 150. Okay, and then for instance 160, and then for instance 165 and 5. Okay, now our program is good, right? Okay, another thing that we need to okay, we need to fix our here plus with right. Okay, if you run this program, it's okay, it's giving me right input, right? Okay, so last time so far, you know, this is really tough thing. You need to do some practice. Okay, and you need to do some practice, and you need to spend some time for thinking. You need to think something. Oh, why it is happening? What is the effect? Okay. One thing that the last time we got an issue with the override of two-string method, right? Remember that? I forgot. So let me, if I do not give the override two-string method, what will happen? Okay, you see that? Now I got better. You see that? Next link equal to, okay, that is now is a good thing. Okay, so now let us recall our, check our understanding. Okay, from here. Okay, so let us analyze these 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you understand these 5 lines, then I will believe that you understand the concept of a linked list. Okay, so who will be the head here? Let us go by this way. So let us go this way, Michael, right? So Michael is comes. So that means 101 is Michael, right? It is the first. Okay, so let us do this way. Okay, then so for the here is linked list empty, right? So Michael will be the first comer, and by default he is the head. So whoever comes in this list next to Michael, like Sasha, he will know that Michael is the head, but he will be prepend, right? So prepend means then who will be the head now? Huh? Speak loudly. Sasha. Okay, so then here Sasha will come here, 102 here, right? 102 here. You understand why I'm giving Sasha on the list? I'm considering that this is the left side is my starting point. Okay. Okay. Now it says Braxton is appending mode. Okay. So Braxton will go where? To the right. 103. Okay. After that, Lee will be 104. Lee will be here, right? And this is my link file. And after that, whatever the last person, 105, and he will be, he's prepended, right? So he will be, where he will be going? Here? Don't feel shy. Okay, he will be here, right? So he will be here, right? 105. So everybody understand this? Who has not understood it this year? Anybody? Okay, some of you, I have three options, so some of you even still do not listen what I am talking about, asking about. Okay, that's good. Okay, now if I run this program, I want to see that my past program, and if I run this program, display all nodes, then it will first display this node, right? Then it will display this node, then it will display this node, then it will display this node, then it will display this node. Okay, one thing that we got ID 105 first, right? Top one, right? Then the ID 102, then ID 101, then ID 103, and then ID 104. So that's good, our understanding is okay, right? Okay, now here, what is the next node? Why is it showing this way? You understand why it is showing that way? It's not meaningful, right? It says linked list. My linked list, what is my linked list? My linked list is my class name. Sorry, this linked list is my package name. This linked list, you see that my linked list is my package name, and this node is my class name, and it is node at, this is my memory address. We don't know what is residing on this memory address, right? And you see that this is a memory address, this is a node element, that is a node object. That is a node object, node object, node at this, node at this. We don't know. In order to know this in a meaningful way, what do we need to do? We need to override the toString method. We need to override this toString method. Okay, the toString method, it returns, this is the format of all toString method has this signature. The toString method is generally a public method, and it returns a string, and its name is to string in this way in Java, and it returns a string usually. So here you can return a name or sorry, you can make it a combination of ID, name, and weight. So here, what are the trickiest thing is here. If you want to return a string with the combination of all of your fields, what do you need to do? What are our fields here? ID, name, and weight, right? So ID is what type? Integer type. Name is string type, and weight is float type, right? So if I want to, since name is string type, if I want to return name, then it's fine. That's why I will type in name. But if I want to return ID, then what should I do? Something like that. Someone is telling me casting, Aaron is telling me casting. You see that if a variable start with a string, then everything becomes string, right? Remember that? So let us start this with a string. How can I start this with an empty string? This is an empty string, right? Plus ID. So then this type ID is not an integer. ID is a string, right? Remember that? Then plus is a name. Then plus, let me put instead of like this way, let me put some space, extra space. You see? So this is the trick. This is the trick. Only this part. It's a very simple thing, but very useful, right? So when you go to a work in a corporate world, there are some like tricky things. I have worked in a company. I have seen that some people even there. Sometimes some people, not everything. Some people know that this is you need to do something very similar, very simple. This okay, but they will not tell you. Maybe the next person, your colleague who is working with you, he knows that he needs to do that. He can tell it in a minute, right? Do it. But sometimes I have seen that. He will not tell you, okay? He will not tell you. He will tell, no, you did not learn this. What did you study? Who taught you? Okay? Blah, blah, blah. This is why many. He will give you many lectures, many hours, several days. Okay? He will tell you, okay, do study, do blah, 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 this, that and that, okay? But I have seen experience, okay? Okay, or if you could this way, or if you could start with name, that would be fine, right? Since name is string, so then if you started with name first, then it originally everything would be string, or this way, or for instance like this way. If you start with this way, name plus ID, right? ID plus, then fine. But this is the exceptional one. If you want to start with ID first, then you need must this, right? But since name is already string, so if you concatenate name plus ID and string, or ID and weight with name, then it is fine. But otherwise, if you want to do this, then you need to do that way. So let me run it. You see that this ID is coming from this ID, right? This space is coming from for this space. This space is coming from this, and name is coming this one and this one, okay? But if you want to only return ID, then what do you need to do? If you want to return only ID, then what do you need to do? Just this. just this, okay? But can you return just only ID? But can you return only ID? No, because ID is an integer. You cannot do that. Okay, so let us okay, so let us now review our understanding again one more time. Okay, so my first node is 105 and the second node is 10, next link is 102 and then 102 is displaying here and the second is 101, second is 101, 10 is displaying here, next is 103, 103 is displaying here, next is 104 and 104 is displaying here, and after 104 who is next? Nothing. Okay. So in this program I added append method, prepend method, and remove fast. Okay, so remove fast means we know that in a linked list the first element is always the head, right? So if you remove the first element, then you need to change your head, right? For instance, if you want to make the second one, then in general, this is in general, generally the next one is made the head. This is the head dot next. And if you want to remove a node by ID, then this is the simplest method. So you, in the book you may find some simple, more shortcut code, but in my program I have put complete code. Like I did all checkpoints, so that if there is so that there is no exception or the programming error happens. In our next week we will understand about exception. Okay. So for the almost one line I have put some description why this code are used and why this is needed. Okay, so please go through this, and then this is the find method. I'm not going in detail for the find method, okay, because our section is a week ahead, and then at this point I think with this programming language skill it will be difficult for many of you to understand the, like this finding and this methods. But for this course we are getting some basic foundation idea of linked list. For instance, you got some elementary idea about object-oriented programming in your 1321 course, right? At the end, you learned about class, you learned about constructor, you learned about object, but in this course you are getting more in-depth knowledge about object-oriented principles, right? So similarly in linked list, in this course you are getting some elementary idea. Okay. And then in your next course, next level data structure course, you will learn more about this linked list. Okay, so far what we have learned in this course, it is called a singly linked list. There is another kind of doubly linked list. Okay, a doubly linked list is almost exactly same except one thing. Okay, every node has two hands, so every node knows who is next left side to it and who is right side to it. So doubly linked list is kind of powerful than a singly linked list, right? So doubly linked list, although it is powerful since it has two nodes, it contains two nodes, one for next, another for previous. Okay, so then the implementation is a little bit different and kind of difficult. It's a little bit more something. Okay, so in my I have added a complete program for doubly linked list. Okay, let me see this week if the other professors covered doubly linked list in other section, then I will go through this doubly linked list. But the entire course are here, doubly linked list. Okay. So you please spend some time to understand how a doubly linked list is implemented and how it works. Another thing is that I encourage all of you to use GitHub. How many of you have like GitHub account and then start using GitHub account? Initially, it is a little bit clumsy. It may be time consuming or boring, right? But eventually, it is a good. For instance, nowadays, we use sometimes we use long time ago we use floppy drive, then CD drive, and then we use flash drive, right? Nowadays, like a very few people use flash drive. Even if someone gives me a flash drive for free, I'm not using that one. I have many flash drive for free. University sometimes gave us flash drive for free. When I go for interview, they give flash drive. But I don't need this because I use Google Drive. I use OneDrive. So like this, what is that called? GitHub is kind of your virtual drive. It contains all of your changes, and you can go back to your previous state. For instance, here, so that even if you do not want to use GitHub, but I encourage you even to use GitHub. The GitHub actually, there are some few commands you need to know, right? Like that CSE1322. I have this section. Only there are about 20, maximum 20 commands, GitHub command, Git commands in order to execute proficiently. But even if you do not learn any of the Git commands, you can do everything online. If you go to your GitHub here, right? So one of the things that I will show you what I did here. I made some changes in this file, right? So I want to upload this. Definitely the new changes in my GitHub account. So that just I'm going to do show in maybe System Explorer. I'm just looking where is the location just quickly. And this. And then if I do not use any Git command, then I can click on upload files. I will click on upload files, and then I can click here. I can upload my files from here. This is the other file. Just I uploaded here. Okay, and then I will write list file updated. This is my commit statement. Okay, and then I push commit change. It's okay. You see this my file? Even if next time I need it, I can get it from here, right? So even if you do not understand one, even if you don't reluctant, if you are not interested to learn even 10 Git commands, then use this way. Even you can save your projects and other files and then whatever your personal stuff. Nowadays it's easy that you can create a GitHub account private, right, for free. So why now you do not use this facility? You know, I have my 10 years boy and then a 15 years boy, the 5th grade and 9th grade, they use GitHub. They put their personal stuff. And then school assignments in their GitHub account. I did not teach them any GitHub command, but I taught them like do this way. I taught them to upload the files like this way, and then do frequently this way. So now, but if you know the Git commands, then you will do this proficiently. Ultimately, you will need to use this in a company. Okay, the Doubly link list. Okay, sorry. The Doubly link list lectures note is here, is uploaded. Please go through these, and then in our next class maybe we will discuss stacks and QE, and we may go quickly the Doubly link list if needed. Okay, thank you so much.